There are a lot of aspects of Donald Trump's personal life that have made headlines during the course of his administration, but his ways of displaying affinity for eldest daughter Ivanka Trump may be the most unusual. Unlike his other children, Donald Trump has given Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, official positions in the West Wing, which means the scrutiny surrounding their personal history is even more heightened. Not only are there several photos of them together in positions that are not typical for a father and a daughter, but Donald Trump has also publicly spoken of her in terms that many find to be totally inappropriate. Here are just some of the times Donald Trump acted inappropriately when it came to how he treated Ivanka. Hands-on dad. In July 2016, Ivanka Trump introduced her father at the Republican National Convention. But while she talked about policy, what a lot of people seem to remember from her appearance is her father's reaction to her. After she finished speaking, he joined her on the stage and thanked her with a loose hug and double cheek kiss. That might have been harmless enough, but then he reached down and patted her hips and behind as an awkward send-off, which instantly set the social media world ablaze with criticism and questions about why he might feel so free to reach for that particular area of his daughter's body. Like lover, like daughter. There have been a lot of women whose prior personal dealings with Donald Trump have spelled out scandal since he took up residence at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But none has received quite as much media attention as the story of Stephanie Clifford, aka Stormy Daniels. Among her many explosive revelations about her relationship with Trump, she said, You are special. You remind me of my daughter. He's like, you're smart, beautiful, and a woman to be reckoned with. I like you. Soon after, Karen McDougal, a former Playboy bunny, told CNN she had a similar experience, claiming,
He said I was beautiful like her, and, you're a smart girl, and there wasn't a lot of comparing, but there was some, yeah. I heard a lot about her.
The fact that both women came forward about stories of being compared to his daughter left a lot of people grossed out by his bizarre bedroom behavior. Shared interest? Before Donald Trump's political ambitions truly came to a head, he and Ivanka appeared on The Wendy Williams Show in 2013. One otherwise innocuous question became an excruciating case study in awkwardness. When asked what she has in common with her father, Ivanka said,
Either real estate or golf.
When the matter was turned to him, Donald took it to an entirely different dimension.
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Ivanka seemed to share the audience's bemused sense of surprise at the comment, but it wasn't the first time he went there in a TV interview with her. Career hopes. In 2006, Donald Trump appeared on The View alongside Ivanka. At the time, the two were sharing the small screen thanks to her joining The Apprentice as a guest judge, so audiences might have expected the conversation to remain centered on the subject of their reality work. However, co-host Star Jones instead opened their segment by asking the very leading question.
I'm afraid to ask this question, but what would you do? Playboy put Ivanka on the cover.
This is going to be an interesting answer.
At first, Trump's response was somewhat ordinary.
It would be really disappointing. Not really.
But things started to go right off the rails when he added,
I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Perhaps this is the moment Joy Behar's notoriously strained relationship with the POTUS began, because she retorted,
Who are you, Woody Allen?
Locker room talk. One of Donald Trump's most frequent interview haunts throughout the years was Howard Stern's radio show.
And no matter what I asked him, he would answer.
In 2003, it was Trump himself who brought up the subject of his then 23-year-old daughter's looks.
You know who's one of the great beauties of the world, according to everybody, and I helped create her? My daughter, Ivanka.
Yeah.
She's 6 feet tall. She's got the best body.
In a later appearance in 2004, Stern pressed his luck by saying,
By the way, your daughter,
She's beautiful.
can I say this? A piece of
Yeah.
She looks more voluptuous than ever.
She's actually always been very voluptuous.
For her part, Ivanka seems to take it all with a grain of salt.
He's definitely not a typical father. He's a character.
Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.